Hi friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Sonia and here on my home channel I share seasonal decorating ideas, cozy home inspiration, and real life styling that's both functional and beautiful. Today I'm so excited to bring you along as I refresh our dining room and family room for summer, filled with budget-friendly summer decorating ideas, a few easy DIYs, and plenty of charm to make your home feel warm, bright, and inviting. Whether you're looking for simple seasonal touches or full-on summer home decor inspiration, I hope this video gives you all the cozy vibes. If you're new here, I'd love to have you join our community, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you love seasonal decorating just as much as I do. Now let's jump into the summer decorating. I'm starting today's summer decorating in our formal dining room. Although it's formal in name, we actually use this space every single day. As always, I begin by clearing off the surfaces and leaving just a few anchor pieces to stay here year round, like the olive tree in the corner, which only moves during Christmas, and the large pot in the opposite corner, which works with almost every season. I started styling the hutch by adding one of my favorite landscape paintings. This was actually a wedding gift. While I adored the artwork, I'm not in love with the frame. I've just ordered some gilding wax to give it a refreshed, antique inspired look while preserving the original feel since it's by a well known artist. Originally, I planned to add in one of my large garden style baskets, but it didn't quite fit, so I went with this wall basket instead. I filled it with cascading greenery from Dollarama and ended up actually moving it to the opposite side to balance out the space, since the olive tree was already adding visual weight to the right. On the opposite end of the hutch, grouped a few of my neutral pottery vases, no greenery this time, just simple shapes and textures. I've seen this style in few Pottery Barn catalogs and I thought it would be fun to try it here. To give the basket a little more height, I tucked in a couple of boxwood stems, also from Dollarama. On the top shelf, I finally found the perfect spot for this sweet little teapot I thrifted a few years ago. I've been wanting to use it, and I love how it looks here. On the lower shelf, I added a rattan style pot with more greenery and rearranged a few pieces from my fine china set, which was another wedding gift and always has a home in this room. I also added one of my newest DIYs, a little gold bird inspired by a piece from Simone and Ivy, or maybe Simon and Ivy. I can't quite remember. I don't quite know which one it is. Either way, I recreated it and shared a tutorial over on my DIY channel. On the bottom shelf, I added a dough bowl with candle, and beside it, I placed a rattan vase I spray painted in a warm nutmeg color. That vase was from Timu, and the florals inside were also a budget-friendly find. On the other end, I added a vintage thrifted gold bowl and I filled it with lemons and lime. Such an easy way to add color and that summer feel. I felt like the space in the middle needed something. And while a vintage frame print would be perfect, I ended up using one of my all-time favorite DIY signs for now. If I find that perfect piece down the line, I might switch it out, but for now, I'm happy with this. I added a small stack of mugs to the corner just to cozy up the space a bit more. And after stepping back and looking at everything together, I really love how it all turned out. I did end up switching few things around as well as the rattan vase, and I switched it out for one textured off white vase to break up the similar materials. It just felt a little too matchy. Let me know which one you prefer. For my table, I brought in a subtle pop of color with the soft sage blue table runner I picked up at HomeSense a few years ago. I did give it a quick spray of wrinkle release and weighted down the corners since my iron and steamer are both broken. Add those to the to buy list. On top, I added a scalloped wicker tray, a thrifted or a yard sale find, can't quite remember which, and one of my DIY pottery style vases and some delicate faux daisies. These florals will work beautifully for summer and even transition into early fall. Since we use this table daily for my family dinners, I keep the centerpieces simple and skip the full table settings. Those are better saved for special videos. Going all over to the bar cart, although I don't use it as a bar, it's a great surface to decorate. I added a beautiful fluted style vase with a narrow neck. If anyone knows what this type of vase is called, let me know in the comments. I paired it with some of my favorite wooden candlesticks, Faux wooden candlesticks, and and candles. For greenery, I used a few long, wispy stems with a soft pepper leaf look. These were a dollar store find, and I actually removed the tiny faux peppers they came with for a more organic look. On the bottom shelf, I placed my footed rattan bowl from Temu and filled with some DIY moss balls. I looked up summer bowl filler ideas, and these kept popping up as a traditional option, so I guess I'm on trend. And that wraps up decorating my dining room. I just love how this space came together. It feels so bright, cheerful, and airy, which really lifts the whole mood of the home. At the same time, there's such a cozy and inviting feel to it, with all the warm textures and thoughtful little touches. It's the perfect balance between fresh and comforting, and I'm so happy with how it all turned out. Now let's head into the family room, or as some call it, a gathering room. This space is used daily by our entire family. I've already fluffed and styled the pillows on our couch, which I absolutely love, but the fabric is a challenge. I recently found out it's code S, meaning no water-based cleaners, so no more little green machine for these. If you've been here for a while, you know I almost all of my vases are thrifted or DIY'd. And I styled this one on top of the stack of books on my coffee table. And then I filled it with some pretty petite florals from Dollarama. Funny enough, I saw a Pottery Barn summer catalog that used nearly identical florals on their coffee table. Mine were only $3 a stem, though a still bit more than I like to pay, but they were too dainty and sweet to pass up. I used the seagrass scallop tray I recently found at HomeSense for $10. Such a good price, I thought. And inside, I placed my marble coaster, another thrifted find for $3, a stone pot from Dollarama, and a touch of greenery. I also tucked in a concrete looking bird that I DIY'd from Dollar Tree piece. Again, full tutorials on my DIY channel. And I also forgot to mention that I added a vintage candle snuffer here as well, which was a yard sale find for $1. To finish the tray, I added a wooden bowl and a candle. And this completes the coffee table. Simple, layered, and cozy without blocking the TV view. On the side table, I finally found the perfect piece I've been searching for. It's round, a great height, and just the right size. I got it for only $20. It needs so much TLC though, since the previous owners kept it outdoors. So it's going to be a fun project coming up on the channel. So make sure my DIY channel. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And if you're not following me on a DIY channel, the link is down below. And I'm talking about the side table. But for now, I am styling this side table with the rattan vase from the dining room, and I filled it with some thrifted daisies, and then I added a rattan box. I was worried that the texture might clash, but they actually completed each other really nicely, and I love having the little box to hide the remotes and also my reading glasses in there when not in use. And that wraps up my summer decorating in a dining room and family room. Also wanted to mention that the TV art is a vintage TV art YouTube channel, and they have some great looking TV art for your TV. My TV is not framed, and you can even find ones that will have a frame around the art as well. So it looks like you have a framed TV. So, as I said, this wraps up my summer decorating in a dining room and family room, and I love how light, fresh, and inviting everything feels. Let me know in the comments which piece or styling moment was your favorite. And if you enjoy simple seasonal decorating with DIY touches, I'd love to have you subscribe and join our cozy little fam community. Thanks so much for spending time with me today. Until next time, stay creative and cozy, my friends.